Hello and welcome. I'm a hotel AI expert, and it's my pleasure to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. In hospitality, that first welcome doesn't always happen at the front door. More and more, it's happening right inside an email inbox. That digital first impression, it can set the entire tone for a guest's stay. And today, we're going to break down exactly how to make it perfect.
All right, so what's our game plan? First, we'll dig into why that digital first impression is so powerful. Then, we'll introduce the 3 pillars of incredible communication: clarity, warmth, and precision. After we've mastered those, we'll look at the art of balancing all 3 to build what really matters: lasting guest trust.
So let's start right where the guest's journey often begins, in their inbox. In today's hospitality world, this is a critical, high-stakes moment that really sets the stage for everything else that's about to happen. You know, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? In an email, your words have to do all the heavy lifting. They're all you've got to show that you're professional, that you're helpful, and that you have that genuine warmth our industry is known for. There's no friendly smile or tone of voice to back you up, so every single word truly counts.
So here's how I want you to think about it. Every email you send is like a digital handshake. It is your very first shot at making a guest feel genuinely welcomed and truly valued. And that handshake has to be firm, reassuring, and absolutely flawless.
Okay, so if we want to guarantee that every email is excellent, we're going to need a reliable framework. Let's introduce the foundational model that's going to guide all of our professional writing from here on out. And here they are, our 3 foundational pillars. Clarity, which makes sure your message is perfectly understood. Warmth, which makes the guest feel seen and valued. And precision, which proves you're competent and trustworthy. If you can get these 3 right, you've pretty much mastered digital hospitality.
All right, let's dive into that first pillar, clarity. We're going to see how this builds that crucial foundation of trust just by making sure your message is understood every single time.
Now, the goal here isn't to sound simple or to dumb it down. Not at all. It's about being universally understood. Remember, our guests come from all over the world with all different levels of English. Clarity just wipes out any chance for confusion. So the first few points here are pretty straightforward, right? Simple language, no jargon. But that last one, anticipating questions, that's the real game changer. Think about it. A guest asks if you have airport transport. Just saying yes creates more work. But if you reply with the cost, the hours, and how to book, that's not just clear, that's exceptional service. But of course, just giving information clearly, that's only half the story. We're in the hospitality business. We have to communicate that genuine care that defines who we are.
And that is the big question, isn't it? How do we take an email that's just a transaction and turn it into something truly hospitable? How do we make a guest feel like we're excited to have them before they even walk through the front door?
This is what we mean by warmth. It's what turns a mechanical response into a real human connection. It's that feeling that tells the guest, hey, there's a real, caring person on the other end of this email. Just look at the power of this small shift in phrasing. The core information is exactly the same, but the feeling, it's completely different. The first one sounds like a robot. The second one feels personal, thoughtful. It's a tiny change that makes a huge difference. Think of these as the tools in your hospitality toolbox. Simple phrases like, "We're delighted to assist you," or "Thank you so much for choosing us," instantly create a friendlier vibe. And a warm closing can make the whole conversation feel valued and supported.
All right, let's talk about our final pillar, precision. And let me be clear, this one is absolutely critical. While warmth builds connection, it's precision that builds confidence. It's the bedrock of operational excellence.
In our line of work, there is zero room for error. Precision is completely non-negotiable. One wrong date, one typo in a room rate, one vague policy, any of these can cause huge problems for the guest and just shatter their trust in an instant. Every single detail has to be right.
I mean, look at the difference here. Next month can mean anything. It creates doubt. But spelling out the exact room type and dates, that removes all doubt. That level of detail shows the guests their booking is being handled with competence and care.
I want you to see these not just as helpful tips, but as essential professional habits. Seriously, reading your email out loud is an amazing trick for catching awkward phrasing. Checklists ensure you never miss a thing. These are the safeguards that protect you, the property, and the guest from costly mistakes.
Okay, so we have our 3 pillars:
Now for the most important part, seeing how they all have to work together. They're not separate skills. They have to be woven together in perfect harmony in every single message.
You have to be clear, warm, and precise all at the same time. And just as important, you have to keep that tone consistent across all your communications. The guest experience should feel seamless, whether they're emailing reservations, the concierge, or the front desk. So, it all boils down to this simple but incredibly powerful formula. When you master the balance of being clear with your information, warm in your delivery, and precise in your details, the result is the ultimate prize in hospitality: genuine guest trust.
So please, don't ever see this as just another task on your to-do list. It's a skill that elevates you as a professional. Every email becomes a chance not just to inform a guest, but to actually delight them and build your hotel's reputation.
So, I'll leave you with this one question to take with you into your work. Which guest interaction are you going to elevate today? Thank you.